YouTube, welcome to my first ever video here on my channel. To be honest, I'm not too sure exactly how I am going to structure this channel. I'm going to do whatever I find interesting, things that I like to do, and kind of share it and document it on this channel. For today's video, we're going to do a setup video, right? So we're going to do a video where we can have, my old previous setup, which I'll put, pictures of or clips of it. And we're gonna upgrade it, right? We're gonna have to see how we're gonna be able to manage a setup where it could work for two different things. So for one, it's gonna have to be gaming, and for the next one, it's gonna have to be a functional workspace where we can work our regular 9-to-5 job. We're gonna be able to have a simple and nice setup where we can use on a daily basis and be affordable to people and ultimately be as realistic as possible. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and start with the first thing that we have here. That's a little bit on the gaming side, but I think it's kind of fun to have something that you can enjoy and use while you're on your setup. The first thing is the RK84, right? It's a 75% keyboard. It does use tactical brown switches. That is not that expensive. You bought it on Amazon for about I think $90. So it's not an expensive keyboard like you see some of them go upwards of over $150, $200 keyboards for gaming and such. But this is going to be used mostly just on my computer. But I try to add the element of the lighting, try to add the element of the switches, and kind of make it a little bit more fun, right? The next thing we have is just the monitor. So we started off with an Asus monitor on display, but I just didn't think it was a great working monitor, and it didn't make some sounds when you moved it around. So we switched it over to a Samsung monitor. It's a curved monitor. It's really great. I don't remember the exact name of the monitor, but we'll have it up on the screen. For that monitor, I think I paid about $300, I believe, but I'll have it up on the screen as well. So we'll add up all the totals, and then at the end of the video, we'll have exactly how much our grand total was for every item that we used on the setup. All right, and so for our console, we have the Xbox One S. So for the Xbox One S, it ranges like $200 in GameStop. You can go ahead and purchase that. It's not as expensive as it used to be. We see it now compared to the Xbox One X, which is the only thing I probably should have upgraded, but I think we're pretty much fine with what we have now. But for that one, I think it's at about $500, so it's a lot more expensive than what I currently have. Like I said, it's going to be an affordable setup, something more realistic of someone who's working to have something that's functional and can work for them on a daily basis, right? That's the Xbox. It's nice. I think the color's nice. It's white. I know you can get it in a bunch of bundles and such. I mean, the Xbox has functioned for me for I think 2-3 years at this point, so it's perfectly fine where it's at right now. But if you guys do choose to upgrade towards the Xbox One X, you're looking at about $500 in that sort of range, right? All right, so the next thing on our list is the headset. So the headset is an Astro Gaming A10 headset. It functions well. It is very affordable. When you hear the footsteps very loud, you can adjust the volume. That's all you really need. The Astro headset, it costs about $31 in total with tax and everything included on Amazon, which you can also get. The headset works really well. High quality audio, great for voice chat. There's not much else that you can ask for in a headset. So okay, so the next item we have on the list is a microphone. So this microphone is known as the Blue microphone, as you can see there. It's a Yeti microphone, I think is what they call it. And this is a little bit expensive, but it ranges between anywhere from $100 to $200. It is quite expensive, but the reason I use the microphone is for one, if I want to talk to people in voice chat, but also I can use it as a voiceover. The microphone works perfectly fine, it's completely functional. I don't think I've had any problems with it at all. It works with a lot of different softwares, and overall it gives good quality audio. Okay, so with that being said, now the next and probably the biggest item on the list there is the MacBook Pro. So this is the new MacBook Pro M3 Pro chip, if I'm not mistaken. This is with the new colorway. It's things like space black or something like that. But it's a really good computer. Functions extremely well. I know it released a few months ago, so there's probably a lot of reviews on YouTube and such. Previously, I had a 2017 MacBook, which at that point wasn't working that well any longer, right? I think it was very slow. The battery didn't last the entire day. So we decided to switch up to it, and that was a very expensive upgrade. I think it was about maybe close to $2,000, so I think that's the most expensive thing. We make sure not to try and overdo it and kind of have things that are set up for us in a way that we can perform exceptionally well. Okay, so next thing we have here is on your left side of your screen. It's on the video. It's the Sony headset. Now I believe these are the WH-1000XM4. These are noise canceling, so it's perfect when we're out and about. We pop those on, we don't hear anybody else, right? So I think it's a great working headset. We got it on a pretty good sale. I think it was Black Friday when we had that headset, but right now we see it on Amazon for about $278. So that is quite expensive for a pair of headsets, but I think at this point, you know, whatever works for you is fine. There's other options. I thought these looked extremely nice. They were very subtle. I had it in a black colorway. I think it was, you know, an amazing purchase, and it's truly different. You know, with that, you know, once we have all the technology on our setup, you know, I think it's best to try and add a little bit of elements that, you know, could bring some life towards your setup, right? So we have a little plant that you could probably see there. It's kind of nice where it kind of just falls on your desk, so it gives a little bit of nature in there. The next thing, we have a home pod. I don't know if you guys are able to see the home pod in the back end, but the home pod, really not much of a necessary thing, but I already had previously, so I decided to just put it on the setup there anyways. It's quite useful. So it's just there as more of a decoration piece than anything, but regardless of that, you know, it's a great setup. I think I like having it there. I use it here and there. Yeah, I don't know if it's something that you guys might go and buy outright, you know, for your setup, but if you have the money, why not, right? So I think that ranges anywhere between $200 to $300. I think it's probably close to the 300 side, but you guys see it on the screen. It's something fun to have, and it's an addition to the setup. The next item that we have there, and I think is probably the most essential one that I forgot, is the Xbox controller. So the Xbox controller is just a standard controller. It kind of looks maybe like it's not because it looks customized, but no, it's kind of just, I think, it's like a weird purple, navy bluish color. It costs $60. Every time I ruin my controller, I tend to switch it up and just buy the standard one. I just don't see, you know, trying to buy one of those like elite controllers or the ones that have like the little pads on the back and such. With that being said, I think those are all the items on my desk. I did add a little bit of decoration on it, try to get a little bit of a montage for you. I think that is the majority of the video that we have here for you guys today. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys leave a like and you comment down below anything you guys might want to see. I know it's my first video, so I'm probably not going to have that many views. I think it's really fun to do, and let's see where this journey takes us. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys stick around towards the channel, and we'll have more videos coming out soon. So with that being said, take care, guys.